every time I think about, as I've gone through the process, I think about just what others have said about Goodman, what I see in the community newsletter, what I feel when I talk to people who work there. It is about Goodman being this tree, and that this tree has all of these branches and all of these leaves, and that's the people, that's the board, that's the community, and it's big and it's broad and it doesn't stop growing. Like, a lot of times, branches fall off and this kind of stuff, and those things happen, but it continues to get bigger and bigger. And so for me, the community aspect of it is actually what really drew me to applying for the job and then sticking through the process, because it was a long process. And at some point during the process, I said to myself, they're not going to find anybody who's going to be able to run this place in the way that Becky's done it. And then I thought, well, they probably don't have to. They just need someone who's willing to take the plunge and to do all of the things that need to be done to continue to make it community. And so for me, that's what I think of, is community. I think all the people and the walks of life that they come from. I think that all of us have, they have a part to play. And it's nice when you connect with somebody, but it's nice when you connect with them on a level that you didn't think that you would. That's the best part, because we always have assumptions about people. That one is rich, and ooh, they have this, and we don't know where people come from. And so sometimes when they connect with you on a level you didn't think, it really changed your perception about them, and then it also helps you to connect differently with the next person, because it breaks down that assumption level that you have when you come upon people. So yeah. I don't think it's hidden. I can cook. I am somewhat of the family cook. When I lived in Milwaukee, every Sunday I would cook dinner and people would just stop by and eat. And it's so funny because I have an aunt, who's passed now, my Aunt Rosie, who was the house where everybody went to eat. And so sometimes when they would come, I'm like, this is like Aunt Rosie's house. Because people would just stop by. They knew I had made something and they knew it would be something good. And so they would stop by to get something, or they would just come over and say, hey, and then like, oh, you cooked? Okay. So I can cook, and I love to cook. I wish that I was a better writer. I think that I have, people tell me all the time I should write a book about my life. And I always think to myself, who wants to hear about me? But if I could write it down, if people knew where I've been, I think it would be an amazing story. And I think that I'm the only one who can tell it. So if I had a talent, it would be to write it all down. So I actually thought about this before this, because I thought out of all the questions, this probably would be the hardest one to answer. But for me, it's probably the easiest one to answer, is because I remember when I was like 14, where happiness for me was to take all the new clothes my mom bought and cut holes in them like Madonna. So that was like, just happiness for me was to be Madonna. I didn't have blonde hair and I was this little black girl, but I loved her. And so I would always have these bracelets up my arm and all these necklaces on and holes in all my jeans. And I just thought I was her, and I thought that was happiness. But what I've learned over the years is, as I've grown, happiness has come in a lot of different ways for me. And I would couple happiness with contentment and family and strength, I think. And also being in a place where I can look around me and see things going on around me that I have nothing to do with and everything to do with. And that's what makes me happy. I try very hard to get up in the morning and have a smile on my face. And even if things are not going the best, to just be grateful for all that has happened to make me the person that I am, to allow me to have the family that I have, and then to let me have all the opportunities that have come my way. So that's, for me, that all of that is what it is for me today.